My family expected me to host Thanksgiving 3 months after my ex passed. This year has been the hardest of my life. My ex-wife Sarah and mother of my 2 daughters passed away in August. We'd been divorced for 4 years, but we'd figured out co-parenting in a way that actually worked. The girls spent weekends with her, and we'd even do some holidays together. Losing her didn't just hurt me, it completely shattered my daughters. They're 3 and 5, and the youngest still sets a plate for mommy at dinner sometimes. The weeks after the funeral were a blur. I took time off work, my apartment became a disaster zone of unwashed dishes and toy trucks, and I was basically running on coffee and whatever the girls would actually eat. My sisters Lauren and Tessa helped when they could, dropping off groceries or taking the girls to the park so I could sleep for an hour. Then October came around, and my mom called about Thanksgiving plans. I live in the city with a 3-bedroom apartment, the biggest place out of my siblings. Lauren and Tessa both live within a few blocks of me in tiny studios. My brother Alex and my mom live 2 states over. For the past 6 years, I've hosted Thanksgiving because I had the space. And honestly, I enjoyed it. I'd cook a turkey, my sisters would bring sides, and it felt good having everyone together. But this year, when my mom brought it up, I felt my chest tighten. I told her gently that I didn't think I could host. Between managing my grief, getting the girls to preschool, and trying to keep some routine in their lives, I was barely functional. The thought of cooking for 8 people and pretending everything was fine sounded impossible. She was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Well, your sisters already told everyone you were hosting this year. They said you'd be fine with it." I was confused. I checked my phone, and sure enough, there was a family group chat I'd been muted from where Lauren had announced my apartment as the location. Tessa had chimed in about bringing her famous sweet potato casserole. My brother said he'd bring wine. They'd planned the entire thing without asking me. I called Lauren immediately. She answered cheerfully, asking if I'd gotten the messages about Thanksgiving. I said I had, and that I couldn't believe they'd volunteered my place without checking with me first. Especially this year. Her tone shifted. "Come on, it's tradition. The girls need normalcy. We can't just cancel Thanksgiving because you're sad, because I'm sad. Like I'd lost a jacket." I told her I wasn't hosting, and if they wanted to do Thanksgiving, someone else would need to step up. She said that was impossible because neither she nor Tessa had the space, and expecting everyone to travel to mom's was unreasonable. I repeated that I wasn't hosting. That's when my mom called back. She'd clearly just gotten off the phone with Lauren. Her voice was sharp in that way that made me feel like I was 12 again. She said I was being selfish, that family comes first, and that Sarah wouldn't want me wallowing in self-pity. She said Sarah would want her daughters surrounded by family and love, not isolated because their father couldn't pull himself together. Something inside me just broke. I stayed calm, but my voice was ice. I told her she was absolutely right about one thing. Sarah would want her daughters surrounded by people who loved them, which is exactly why we wouldn't be coming to Thanksgiving at all. Before she could respond, I hung up. I spent the next 2 hours researching cabins upstate. I found a small place near a lake, big windows, a fireplace. I booked it for the whole weekend. Then I sat the girls down and asked if they wanted to have a special Thanksgiving, just the 3 of us, somewhere mommy used to love taking them. Their faces lit up for the first time in months. We drove up Wednesday night. My phone exploded with messages from my family. My mom said I was ungrateful and ruining the holiday. Lauren called me dramatic and said I was teaching my daughters to run from problems. Alex sent a long text about how I was being an a-hole and making everything about me. I turned my phone off and roasted marshmallows with my girls.